PVS DRC DE is a legacy PVS debug environment which can be enabled from the PVS DRC run submission form as well. At the end of your PVS DRC run, if you have selected DRC DE as your debug environment, this is how the debug environment would look like. There are again three sections to this window: error list window, error details window, and waiver command window. The listed rules are highlighted by selecting them individually or by the main heading in the error list window. The selected rules gets highlighted in the layout. There are multiple modes of listing the errors in the error list window. The error browser would default to the cell by rule mode, where the cells are listed first, followed by the rule set names and the specific errors for each cell. The second option we have is a rule by cell mode. You can toggle between cell by rule mode and rule by cell mode using the drop down menu option over here in the menu bar. The other options in the menu bar include fit, zoom, pan. You have a filter option over here, and you have the options to show the errors at top level, cell level, and EIP mode as well. You also have a sorting option over here in the menu bar. The error details window would show the details of the selected error in the error list window. And if you have any waivers, then the waiver comment would show up over here. A closer look at the cell by rule mode of listing the DRC violations in DRC debug environment. Over here, the DRC violations per cells is listed, and the number of error count in each cell is listed to the right hand side of the cell name in each line in brackets. The user may expand the individual cell list to view the error details by clicking on the plus sign to the left of each cell name. This is how it would look like once you expand the violations in a particular cell. The rules would be listed followed by its corresponding error numbers. Once you select any rule, its corresponding details would be listed in the error details window down here. Rule by cell mode of listing the DRC errors in DRC debug environment looks like this. You have the rule names to start with, and corresponding error count is placed in the brackets next to each rule name. Once you expand the list by clicking on the plus sign, you will have a list of cell names followed by the corresponding error count in each cell. Over here, we have selected poly contact spacing, and its corresponding details are shown up in the error details window down, as well as it gets cross highlighted in the layout as well. In this slide, let's take a closer look at some of the important menu bar options over here, sandwiched between the error report window and the error details window. To start with, over on the left hand side, we have some arrow keys which would help you navigate through the individual errors. To start with, this button would help you go to the first violation, and this one to the previous violation, and this arrow key to go to the next violation, and this arrow key would go to the last violation in the selected set in your error report window over here. We have a couple of keys over here, C and H. The C button can be used to clear any currently selected violation and its highlight from the layout. The H button is currently inactivated. This gets inactivated only in the on-demand mode of highlighting that you need to be enabled from the preferences form. By default, the DRC debug environment is always in the classic highlighting mode. In the classic highlight mode, any error that you select in your error report window gets highlighted automatically in your layout window. Whereas in the on-demand mode, you select any violation in your DRC debug error report window, that doesn't get automatically highlighted in the layout unless until you click on the H button over here. Moving on to the next section, if you want to assign a particular status to a selected rule or violation, then you can use these buttons. The available options are error status, wave status, fixed status, and for each of these options, it would create appropriate waved file as well, like waved file, fixed file, or error file, which you can always come back and open at any point of time. If you want to assign a particular violation to a specific owner, then you can use this owner button over here. And if you want to undo a particular setting with the previous setting, then you can use this U button over here. If you want to go to a particular violation number, then you can put that number over here and click enter. You can go to that violation number directly from the currently selected section. And to see the details of any particular selected violation, then you can use this explain button over here as well.